Have you ever had that feeling that a silent battle is about to erupt right in the middle of the Premier League summer window? The kind of tension that hangs in the air and, even without being spoken aloud, can be sensed by any fan who's paying close attention. Well, behind the scenes of English football, a real chess match is unfolding involving two clubs with massive ambitions, contrasting strategies, and one shared target. His name hasn't been officially confirmed by all sides just yet, but the rumors are taking shape, and all signs point to one of the most intriguing transfer battles of this window. With so many clubs scanning the market, it's not always easy to understand what's really going on behind the curtain. But there are clues, there's movement, and there's a growing sense that Newcastle United are ready to go all in for a player who could make a real difference on the pitch. What few knew until now is that a powerful rival has also entered the race, and the most surprising part, that rival has been working in silence, refusing to reveal their hand. But now, finally, the identity behind the mystery begins to surface. Before we dive into who exactly this mystery rival is, the one now preparing for a proper tug-of-war with Newcastle over a Brazilian striker, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. It really helps our content reach more passionate supporters like you. And when you turn on notifications, you'll never miss a beat when it comes to what's really going on behind closed doors at St. James Park and across the Premier League. Trust me, with what's coming, you won't want to miss a thing. In recent days, the rumors have been heating up. It started with reports that a Premier League club had submitted a bid of over £50 million for a Brighton player. At first, that club's identity wasn't revealed. The news spread quickly, especially after NEWCASTLE reported that Newcastle United had made a similar offer, also rejected. What no one knew at the time was that behind this quiet movement, another English giant had already entered the scene, and that's only going to ramp things up even more. Now comes the moment every Newcastle supporter needs to hear, according to reporting from journalist Ed Aarons of The Guardian, and confirmed by Football.London. The mystery club who also submitted a bid for João Pedro was none other than Chelsea. Yes, the Blues attempted to hijack the deal, placing a significant offer of over £50 million on the table in an attempt to tempt Brighton. And just like Newcastle's bid, it was turned down flat. That makes one thing crystal clear. The race for the Brazilian striker is shaping up to be a true behind-the-scenes marathon, and it'll only end when one club agrees to pay the full asking price. According to Chronicle Live, Newcastle aren't just interested in João Pedro, they see him as a top priority for the squad. With limited options in attack, the club believes Pedro can bring not only goals, but also tactical versatility, youth, and long-term value. The 23-year-old forward has scored 30 goals across his last 2 seasons at Brighton, showing quality in a variety of roles up front, and he's considered a great fit for the style of play Eddie Howe is building. And while we're here, if you're enjoying this content and want to keep up with every move Newcastle makes in the market, now's the perfect time to hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to support what we do and make sure you never miss breaking news like this. And of course, share this video with other Magpies fans. Together we're building something special in this community. On the Chelsea side, there's a logic behind their approach to, while Nicholas Jackson remains their first-choice striker, and Liam Delap has just arrived for around £30 million, the Blues are still hunting for one more attacking option. The goal is to add a player who can rotate across the front line, maintain high intensity, and offer depth to Enzo Maresca's evolving Chelsea project. And for that reason, João Pedro has become a shared priority for both clubs. One interesting twist in this transfer saga is that João Pedro, according to Chronicle Live, would be open to a move to the northeast. That means, despite Chelsea's interest and Brighton's rejection of both bids, Newcastle are still firmly in the race for his signature, but to succeed they'll need to meet Brighton's valuation. £60 million. That's the figure the Seagulls have set as their starting point for any serious talks. From here on, it's a straight race, and every move behind the scenes could be decisive, and it doesn't stop there. Sources close to Newcastle suggest the club is feeling optimistic that a deal can be done before any rivals make their next move. Club officials are well aware there's no room for error in this negotiation. More than that, they know that a signing like this could reignite the fans' excitement, especially after a rollercoaster of a season. That's why the behind-the-scenes activity is in overdrive, and any signal from Brighton that they're willing to talk will be seized upon immediately. We all know Chelsea have serious financial firepower, but Newcastle have taken a more strategic approach in recent windows, focusing on younger players with promise and long-term upside. João Pedro fits that mold perfectly. At 23, he's already proven himself in the Premier League, understands the pace of English football, and has shown he can deliver in big matches. And the fact that he's open to leaving Brighton boosts the chances of a deal happening if the financial demands are met. By the way, if you've made it this far, drop a comment below. Do you think Newcastle should pay the full £60 million for João Pedro? Or is there another player on the market who would be a better fit? Your opinion matters, and it could even help shape the conversation inside the club. So go ahead and share your thoughts. Let's keep the debate going among fans. Another key detail in this saga is that Brighton aren't in any rush. The club knows it holds a valuable asset and expects the transfer tug-of-war to heat up in the coming days. They won't be offering any discounts, but at the same time, they're not ruling out a sale as long as the asking price is met. This sets the stage for a direct showdown between Newcastle and Chelsea, with the very real possibility of other clubs joining in if talks drag on too long. At the heart of it, this is a classic case of who blinks first, loses. And in that scenario, Newcastle might have a slight strategic edge. The club have been tracking João Pedro for longer and are prepared to act decisively if the opportunity arises. Meanwhile, Chelsea, despite their star-studded squad, are still weighing up several options and may shift focus if other targets emerge. That leaves the door open for Newcastle to strike first and secure the Brazilian before competition heats up further. So, supporters, what's at stake here is far more than just a signing. This is a move that could shift a balance of power within the Premier League. João Pedro is young, talented, and has a real eye for goal. If he pulls on the black and white shirt, he could be a pivotal figure next season. But to make that happen, the club will need to move with precision, patience, and plenty of boldness behind the scenes. The race is on, and now we wait to see who makes the next move. If you want to stay on top of every twist and turn in this transfer race and never miss a beat with Newcastle United, this is the moment to subscribe to the channel. We're bringing you exclusive content, real-time updates, and reports straight from the top football sources like Football.London, The Guardian, and our partner Chronicle Live. So turn on notifications, share this video, and come along for every chapter of this thrilling transfer story. Stay tuned, because in the next few hours, everything could change. The market doesn't wait, and Newcastle might just be on the brink of making history again.